Have you ever wondered about the mysteries that aviation history holds? One such enigma is the baffling tale of Flight 513. This enigmatic tale, wrapped in layers of time and intrigue, is considered one of the most puzzling aviation mysteries of all time. Allegedly disappearing only to reappear decades later, the story of Flight 513 has sparked endless debates and discussions. Its status as a mystery is unquestionable. What remains to be answered, however, is whether this incident is a mere fabrication, a result of misinterpretation, or a genuine occurrence that challenges our understanding of time and space. Can a commercial airplane, with its passengers and crew, vanish into thin air and re-emerge after more than 3 decades? Is this a real-life manifestation of a time travel phenomenon, or is it an elaborate hoax designed to feed our fascination with the unexplained? Now, let's delve into the details of this captivating mystery. The story of Flight 513 starts on a seemingly ordinary day. The date was September 4, 1954. An aircraft belonging to the now defunct airline Santiago Airlines was ready to take off. The flight path? From Aachen, Germany, all the way to Porto Alegre, Brazil. On board were 88 passengers and 4 crew members, all anticipating a routine journey across the Atlantic. However, the ordinary quickly turned extraordinary. Flight 513 reportedly disappeared off radars over the Atlantic. One moment it was there, the next moment it was gone, seemingly swallowed by the vast open ocean. The airline, the passengers' families, and the world waited for news. But none came. The aircraft had vanished, leaving a chilling mystery in its wake. But the story doesn't end there. Nearly 35 years later, on October 12, 1989, an aircraft that bore an uncanny resemblance to the missing Flight 513 reportedly reappeared. It was said to have landed in Porto Alegre, Brazil, completing its flight path as if nothing had happened. But the world had moved on, and the airline it was supposed to belong to was no more. The news of its reappearance sent shockwaves around the globe. Rumors swirled like whirlwinds. Some whispered about a time warp, others speculated about alien abduction. The media was abuzz with theories, each more sensational than the last. The world had not forgotten Flight 513, and its sudden reappearance was like a ghost from the past, stirring up a storm of questions and speculations. Initial reactions to the incident varied widely. Some were awestruck, others skeptical. Many questioned the authenticity of the story, while others embraced the mystery wholeheartedly. The incident was debated in coffee shops and workplaces, discussed in the news, and even made its way into popular culture. Flight 513 had become a legend, a modern-day mystery that continues to intrigue us to this day. But what did those who claim to have seen the plane reappear have to say? Eyewitness accounts often add a layer of intrigue to any mystery. The Flight 513 incident is no exception. There are a myriad of testimonies from individuals who claim to have borne witness to the reappearance of the vanished airliner. These accounts, as eerie and unsettling as they are, paint a vivid picture of a seemingly impossible event. One such account comes from a local farmer who, on his usual early morning rounds, alleges to have seen the infamous Flight 513 descend from the sky. His detailed description of the aircraft, shrouded in an unnatural mist, is as chilling as it is fascinating. He recalls the deafening silence that followed the landing, a silence so profound it seemed to swallow up the normal sounds of dawn. Then, there's the testimony of a retired air traffic controller. He recounts a routine shift that turned extraordinary when an unidentified aircraft appeared on his radar screen. The plane's sudden materialization and its uncanny resemblance to the missing Flight 513 left him in a state of disbelief. His account, published in a reputable aviation journal, sparked widespread interest and added fuel to the growing intrigue around the incident. A group of schoolchildren also claimed to have seen the plane. Their recollection of the aircraft, eerily suspended in mid-air before it descended, has been immortalized in a local newspaper. Their innocent yet detailed accounts have only served to deepen the mystery. And let's not forget the countless unnamed individuals, their stories whispered in hushed tones, echoing in the halls of online forums and social media platforms. Their collective voice, no matter how disparate or fragmented, forms a compelling narrative that continues to captivate and bewilder us. These testimonies, each unique yet eerily similar, have been featured in a range of publications, From local newspapers to international aviation magazines, they've been scrutinized, debated, and dissected by those eager to find a logical explanation. Yet, the mystery of Flight 513 remains as enigmatic as ever. The witnesses stand by their accounts, their stories a testament to a phenomenon that defies comprehension. However, not everyone was convinced. Every mystery has its skeptics, and Flight 513 was no exception. Just as the tale of this flight has its believers, so too does it have its doubters, its debunkers. These are the individuals who, rather than being swayed by the captivating allure of the unknown, choose to scrutinize the story with a discerning eye. Among these skeptics, a common argument arises: a lack of official records. They point out that there are no verifiable documents or flight logs that confirm the existence of Flight 513. It's an unsettling notion, the idea that such a sensational event could leave no trace in the annals of aviation history. But the skeptics don't stop there. They also question the authenticity of the alleged witness testimonies. The accounts, they argue, are too inconsistent, too dramatic, too convenient. Some suggest these stories might be fabrications created for sensationalism or personal gain. Others propose that these accounts could be a result of misidentification or misunderstanding. After all, the human mind is prone to errors and misinterpretations, especially when confronted with the extraordinary. Then there's the scientific perspective. The debunkers argue that the notion of an aircraft disappearing and reappearing after 37 years defies the fundamental laws of physics. Time travel, they remind us, remains firmly in the realm of science fiction, not fact. And without a plausible scientific explanation, they maintain, the story of Flight 513 becomes increasingly difficult to accept. Lastly, the skeptics turn their attention to the alleged remains of the aircraft and its passengers. They question why, despite extensive coverage of the incident, there are no photographs or physical evidence to verify the claims. The absence of such evidence, they argue, casts a long shadow of doubt over the entire story. But what did the experts find? That, dear listeners, is where the story takes yet another intriguing turn. As we delve deeper into this enigma, we'll explore the investigations and research that have attempted to unravel the truth behind the mystery of Flight 513. So stick around as we continue our journey into the unknown. When faced with a mystery, investigators look for evidence. And so, the enigma of Flight 513 was no exception. Expert researchers and aviation specialists dug deep, scrutinizing every available detail, from flight records to air traffic control logs. Their objective: to unravel what really happened. Did Flight 513 vanish in thin air only to reappear decades later? Or was it a mere fabrication, a myth spun from thin air? The results, however, were as enigmatic as the mystery itself. Some experts pointed to a lack of concrete evidence, suggesting that the incident might be nothing more than a sensational hoax. Yet, others questioned the gaps in official records and the unexplained radio silence that seemed to shroud the flight's supposed disappearance. These findings, while inconclusive, sparked a wave of controversy, opening the door to endless debates and speculations. Yet the question remains, what really happened to Flight 513? And what about those who believe in alternative theories? Conspiracy theories abound when it comes to unsolved mysteries. And Flight 513 is no exception. From the plausible to the outright bizarre, everyone seems to have a theory. Some suggest that the plane was swallowed by a time warp, a sort of Bermuda Triangle in the sky. This theory proposes that Flight 513 was caught in a time loop, hence its sudden and unexplained reappearance. Others argue for alien abduction, suggesting that extraterrestrial beings are the culprits. They posit that the aircraft was taken to another galaxy, only to be returned decades later. Yet another group subscribes to the idea of a government cover-up. They believe that the plane was part of a top-secret experiment gone awry, and its disappearance was merely an elaborate illusion created by powers that be. These theories, as far-fetched as some of them may seem, reflect the human desire to make sense of the unexplainable. So what does the public think? The Flight 513 mystery has definitely intrigued many people worldwide. It has sparked a plethora of perspectives, a testament to its enduring intrigue. Some of you have shared your thoughts, painting a vivid tapestry of beliefs. There are the staunch those who stand firm in their conviction that Flight 513's vanishing and reappearance is a phenomenon beyond our understanding. They point to witness testimonies and the inexplicability of the event as evidence of some form of supernatural or time-altering occurrence. On the other of the spectrum, we have the skeptics. They lean heavily on logic, citing the absence of verifiable facts and the debunkers' arguments. To them, Flight 513 is nothing more than a tall tale, a sensational story spun out of thin air. Between these extremes lie a myriad of theories, each as fascinating as the next. Let's summarize what we've learned. The Flight 513 mystery is indeed a fascinating enigma. We've delved deep into the details of the incident, listened to the eerie accounts from alleged witnesses, and analyzed the skeptics' point of view. We've navigated through a sea of conspiracy theories, and even sought to understand the public's perspective on this captivating mystery. Our journey has shown us that the Flight 513 enigma is a complex weave of fact and fiction, a tapestry of truth and speculation. As for my personal take, I stand at the crossroads of belief and skepticism. The story of Flight 513 is intriguing, yes, but without concrete evidence, it remains just that, a story. However, the beauty of mysteries lies in their ability to spark our curiosity and imagination. So I encourage you to dig deeper, question more, and form your own conclusions about Flight 513. Remember, the quest for truth is often as thrilling as the truth itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. We've come to the end of our exploration of the Flight 513 mystery. It's been a fascinating journey, hasn't it? We've delved deep into the heart of one of aviation's most intriguing enigmas, heard chilling witness testimonies, scrutinized the skeptics' arguments, and uncovered a web of conspiracy theories. But, as with all mysteries, we're left with more questions than answers. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this journey. Your curiosity fuels our shared quest for truth. If you've enjoyed this exploration, I invite you to express your appreciation by liking this video. To stay updated with our latest discoveries, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you know someone who shares our love for unraveling mysteries, feel free to share this video with them. Our next adventure takes us into the world of unsolved codes and ciphers. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries that our world holds.